Hey guys, it's John, small town, small time reseller. And it is Wednesday. And that means I sold a book. I did sell a book. Actually, I sold two. This is the second time in 3 videos where it's a 2-book kind of day. And it's not any great, huge, big sellers, but something to do on a Tuesday night, Wednesday. No, what is today? Whatever today is. So anyways, this morning I sold this one. This is learning the tarot. No, the easiest way to learn the tarot. Right, so pick this up at Bin Drop over in Lake Jackson. So 50 cents. They have been lately, all their books have been 2 for $1, like every day, no matter what. Everything else is a $7 day or the $5 day, but the books have been 2 for $1. So I've been getting quite a bit of stuff from them because they're usually, not always, but a lot of stuff is in good condition. 50 cents into this, sold it for $10. Actually, I always have or best offer. Didn't have it on this one, and the guy sent me a message saying, "Would you take 10?" And I was like, "Yeah." I had it for 12. And so I went back in and said, "Oh, I didn't make an offer on it." So I turned that on, emailed him back and said, "Make the offer." And so he went in, made the offer 10. I thought it would have been hilarious, so I then declined the offer, but I didn't. And so I sold that for $10. And then a few hours later, I'm sitting there at work, Control-Alt-C, Control-Alt-V, Control-Alt-C. And got another notification. And I sold this one, Fantasyland by Kurt Anderson. This one, where did I pick this up? I believe I got this. I'd have to go back and look at my list. But Goodwill bins or possibly a Goodwill. But this one is signed by Kurt Anderson. Isn't that cool? So I mentioned this a few videos ago about always looking, especially nonfiction, to see if it's been signed. And this one has. So I had this up for $25. Somebody made me an offer at $18, and I was tempted to come back at $20, and I just thought, you know what, I've had this sitting around for a while. Unsigned versions are going for, $5 to $7, $8 or so. So a signed one at 18 I thought was pretty good. Again, I'm 50 cents into this thing, so good profit. Then on Monday, I went out, hit a couple Goodwills, wasn't seeing much. One of my Goodwills closed nearby. So there's 2 that were fairly close to each other, and always is kind of weird they're so close to each other, but they've been there for years. One of them closed. So, but then I decided one place that I had never gone for the purpose of reselling is Half Price Books. And so I went there. The one book I sold a while back, one of my first videos that I sold for $350 was The Overstory. And it was a Pulitzer Prize winning novel and a first edition that I bought at Half Price Books just because it won the Man Booker Award at that time. That's a list that I usually go off of for when I want to find something good to read. And I picked that up, read it, didn't really like it that much. But it ended up winning a lot of awards in the Pulitzer Prize, so that first edition is worth a lot. So I sold it for $350. So I always thought, always be on the lookout for that one. The real first edition of The Overstory by Richard Powers. So I went in there looking, just looking at the shelf, see if they had it. They didn't. Looked up a few other, David Mitchell is one of my favorite authors, always see if there's anything new of his. And then I'll go over to the clearance aisle. Because remember, I also one time picked up an autobiography of Sadaharu Oh. Is that his name? Why can't I remember his name? Oh is the last name. He's a Japanese baseball player. Picked it up for $1. Read it, enjoyed it. Had it on my shelf for many years. Started getting reselling. It's one of the ones I picked up and sold it for $65. So I went over to the clearance area and didn't see a whole lot, but picked up this. It's called A49, an Asian Spirit in Contemporary Design. I do know how to read. It's just with my I have weird color blindness, where occasionally certain combinations of colors are hard to read, and that combination there is kind of hard to read. I picked it up for $3, but it's kind of cool. And I think I had it listed for $30. And then I saw this one, which I thought was very interesting. Arming for Battle Against Disease from the Baylor College of Medicine. So this is book 1. Book 1 and 2 in a slipcover on Amazon was selling for like $159. There weren't any of these on eBay. And this one is actually, what do you know, signed, you see the thing, by William Butler. So, interesting. Whether it's got wide appeal, I do not know. Probably not. It may sit there for a while, but somebody was looking for this. They would probably like the one that's signed by the author. So I think I put it up for $50. We'll see. You know, let it sit there for a while and see what happens. But that was something that I hadn't seen many people do, is going to half price of books. I don't know if they have those all over the country or not, but around Texas, there's quite a few of them. And they have in the back wall a big clearance, and sometimes you get books for 99 cents. And that's where I went to look. So just another thought. If anyone's out there looking for a new place to thrift, you may go buy half-price books. And so that's all I got for today. So 2 sales. What was it? 18 for the signed book, 10 for the other one. Those will ship out tomorrow. And yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff still I need to list, but it's kind of all the boring stuff. That's it for today then. And yeah, so we'll see you hopefully sooner rather than later. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Whatever day today is.